Yeah, hey, everybody. Just, look at that, first of all. So I've just recorded a short and posted that on YouTube. But today, I really wanted to share a bit more of my story. Warts and all, as they'll say. But the YouTube, I just sort of touched on, like, no matter what faults you may have, or physical, what some may say as flaws, I wanted to really just encourage everybody to fuck that shit. And look at my teeth. People will think and perceive and think maybe I'm on drugs of some sort, ice, I've been told. It's far from the case. And, because why I'm skinny, I mean, it wasn't drugs, that was a lack of food, just working too hard and stressed out. Not enough food. So that will do it to you. But that's all good, that's being mended. Look at that coming here. There you go. I'll walk like a crab. But I'll put maybe an overlay with this video or post it separately or whatnot. The sun was coming through the clouds. And I suppose that resonates with this message, that flaw or perceived whatever that, you might be worried about what the public and other people think and have insecurities about it yourself, or something that's happened in your life that you've overcome that maybe was a bit shameful for you at the time, and you've overcome it. And that's something for you to be unashamed and be proud of, overcoming that. Finding the light inside you again, overcoming those shadows and darkness. No one's perfect. It's about how you respond and who you respond to. Some of these people out there do not have your intentions, your best intentions at heart. They're putting you down to make themselves feel better. So you stand up against that, and you see and look what happens. So ultimately that sun coming through the clouds is, like, it's breaking through now. And the ray was still coming through as it broke through those clouds. So I suppose, that what you might perceive, others perceive as a flaw, that's a superpower. I don't care, I don't care, my aesthetics, all those things will be fixed. If I, want to, I suppose I should. But ultimately, it's not going to stop me from doing these videos and serving you and giving that value. I don't care whether I ever speak to some of you. But if I can motivate you to get off your ass, and if you're sitting back depressed or for some other reason because of what the world or other people have said about you, no. Stand up, and you have strength. There'll be someone else that's behind you that's maybe younger, particularly young girls. If you're a middle, 25, 30-year-old woman that's having this, imagine the 13, 14-year-old that's copping the same. So be their strength. Help them. And you can relate that to any other situation. So if you're a male, whatever age you are, Janice, if you watch this, those other teachers that have had all this stress dealing with these children. Teaching is, I think, last year, at least here in Australia, was where they're all quitting. All this pressure and stuff they've had, basically being the kid's parent, really, in a classroom, because the parents are too busy because of life. And that's another thing we'll fix together when we all fix this ourselves individually. So the other part, and I'll close it off here, and the message is that, you don't have to have it all together, everything all at once. I know I've done a lot and I'm valuable in so many areas to people, and I'm being authentic, and that's what you just got to do. Be authentic to yourself and your path, and that, like I'm talking to people about making money. So I got interrupted by my alarm. I'm up, and I don't need that alarm so much anymore. So being authentic to, that you can document your journey of growth and encourage and show people that growth, which you're going to see with me. As I was saying, as I got cut off, like I'm talking to people about making money, and I could have done that as on my own. I'll stay. I could have easily set up multiple ways to, and this could have been a bit of a sacrifice. It would have made things a lot easier. But anyway, in my head, I knew that I felt anyway that a few other things needed to be in place before I went and made all this money. And I think higher powers guiding me to this point. So what I'm saying is that don't be afraid to get yourself out there, even if you haven't got all the answers and you haven't got all these things in place where you think, oh, this is perfect, now I can launch. It's massive imperfect action to take. As long as you're clear with the end in mind and you have taken that first step, that's very important. But after that, there's people that is prepared to help. There's these domain experts, people with skills that can help you to get to where you need to get to. And they'll be prepared to help even if you don't pay. If you're going about things authentically and, they're in an area where they're sort of helping a similar sort of person, then, they'll typically be inclined to help. So, anyway, there's materials on some of this in the program and on the YouTube channel. But I just wanted to sort of end it there and say, don't be ashamed, first of all. Treat that as a superpower, and then ultimately, just go through the process of taking action. So I think that's enough. I'll look forward to speaking to whoever I speak to, whoever this resonates. I hope that it's helping you. And look forward to engaging with those that we end up having the opportunity to communicate together and share your story. All right, peace out. Cheers.